Whoopsies.
All right, we are good for YouTube.
Ashley, your tabs are like
ridiculous. Oh, actually, I guess I should probably stop sharing my screen. All right, we are good for YouTube. I can hear my echo on YouTube. I don't know how to stop it. All right.
Gotta close some of those tabs.
Oh. That is a great idea. Oh, I guess I should probably stop sharing my screen. All right, we are good.
that echo is crazy.
Yeah, we still got an echo. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to stop it. All right. I'm just closing all the tabs. We'll just see what happens here.
I think it did that last time. I forgot what. Oh, if you had faith, no.
Was it 2 devices or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're good.
I have no idea how to turn it off. Oh, wait. What if I mute it here? Boom.
Yeah.
Oh?
That's good.
Yay!
We're good. We're good. We're in
All
business.
right, cool. Hey, Millionaire Mindset Accountability Coaches.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
All right, y'all. So I know we're talking about focus today. You know what? Let me make a quick breakout room in case our people who are coming on don't want to be a part of this.
We're on YouTube, folks.
Yes, you are being live streamed. Non-live stream room. So I know our focus today is focus.
Yes.
So let's pop it off a little bit. I mean, I know the 5 pillars that we strongly believe in is focus, organization, discipline, consistency, and immediate execution. So why is focus first, and how do we teach focus in our club?
Ooh.
Why is it first? It's first because if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're gonna be out here wandering aimlessly.
Yes.
You know, I think what was it? That's the first thing you preach. And it's funny you said it. I was actually watching a podcast today on YouTube, and they were talking about the same thing. Like, this girl had a clothing company, and they're like, "So what's your focus?" And she's like, "Yeah, I want to be such and such." And like, "You're not focused. You know, you don't have a why behind what your goals really are." So
Yeah.
You fall victim to distractions a lot easier without focus.
Yes. And there's no follow through. So I know, like for us, in our LLC, we had a bunch of branches that we wanted to do. And it doesn't make sense for us to pursue all 3 branches at the same time. None of them are going to be successful. So you have to focus on one, make it successful, implement your processes, hand it off, and then work on the others. Yes. And focus, I think something that we do ourselves, and then also we teach, is that you have to continually revisit that, right? And I know earlier this week, I was like thinking about all these things that we had going on. I'm like, oh, I got to do a little bit of this and a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And I'm like, I need to redo my focus. Like, which one is the easiest step and is going to be most profitable right now? And that's the one I need to be pursuing because I'm getting distracted. So.
Oh, did Ashley freeze? Did she freeze?
She did. Yeah, she did. So what are some situations that you guys can think of where focus was initially a hiccup for somebody in our group, and then once we went through our exercise, they were like nose to the ground executing?
I ain't gonna call nobody else out but myself. So I would say, time management. The focus on time management for me prior to starting this, right? And then afterwards, it's a huge difference, right? Because now we have time blocking, we have schedules, A, B, and some of us C. So in terms of being able to focus in on what I'm actually doing, I have a layout of what needs to be done each day, and then I'm hitting those based off of what I've drawn up prior to that.
Yeah, so. I think that's a good point, because we do the focus first because it feeds everything else we do. Like with the time blocking, with the focused work sprint, like we know what we're doing every day because we've already set those standards for what's most important. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I think they go hand in hand. You're right.
And I like what you said, Taylor, about having to revisit it, because I think everybody, as we've joined this group, things are adding on and things are adding on and things are adding on. And you have to constantly like, okay, let me go back and reevaluate what I need to be focusing on. Because I know for me, I had to shift a lot of gears, and I just keep a running list just in case, I need something to do. But that's one of the things I do. Like if it's something that I know I can't waste my time on right now, I got to write it off to the side. And it's just like, okay, I'll get back to that when the time is better for that. But I can't waste my time on it right now.
Yeah.
I think it's important too, because we do organization next. And it's like, what can we possibly organize for you if you don't have a focus? Because you're not going to have us organizing your 100 million thoughts, right? We need to know what is your thing so that we can help you get organized there. I think for me too, like just seeing a lot of people trying to get into entrepreneurship. And I think Taylor touched on this earlier. They think that they have to do everything all at once. And I think focus just goes back to that old African proverb, like, how do you eat an elephant? Well, one piece at a time, right? I mean, you really have to figure out what you want to focus on. And that brings me to the focus wheel. So anybody feel comfortable kind of sharing their experience with the focus wheel?
I'll go for it. I think when we first did it, that first round, that really made me understand what I was good at. Because it was one of those things where it's like, you think, but when you were focusing on, what comes easy to you. And I literally just kept writing the same thing down, but they were all kind of connected. And it was like, okay, maybe I need to listen to myself and work on this and figure out, okay, well, how do I build this into my business to make sure I can help people using these methods? Because it's like, okay, this is what I'm good at. This is what I need to execute. So I really I like that. And then, yes, using it for emotions too is very useful.
That's what I used mine for. So naturally, and those of you who are watching the live stream who know me in real life, I love putting up walls. I love it. So the focus wheel was really good for me to just be real with myself and revisit parts of my life that I'm like, I don't need to pay attention to that right now. I need to be focused over here. And it really allowed me to be holistic in where I am in every part of my life that's important. And how can I focus on either areas of opportunity or areas that are going well, like what is going well and how do I keep that? And then what's not going well and how do I make that stronger? So I think that one is deep. Like you think that the focus wheel is just like, okay, let's organize our thoughts. But like for somebody who like myself, who loves barriers and like doesn't share too deep, it was like really revealing, to yourself.
No, I'm definitely have to test that out. I think for me, I was a little bit of a tweener. If y'all remember, we ended up using it for business, kind of like Danielle was saying. But I was struggling between real estate and auto because my conceptual knowledge in real estate is much greater than the auto thing. But I'm glad. I went with Ashley's advice and just rolling with what had the most momentum at the time, right? It's kind of funny talking about a focused wheel. You think about a wheel, which is a cylinder, you got momentum with it. That's what you ride with, right?
Yes.
Getting deep over here.
I'm dropping gems.
Yes. We need to add that tagline to the exercise. That's good.
I'm playing, but like I said, going with what had momentum, especially, since at the point in time when we kind of jumped into this, just kind of figuring out that direction and seeing how it's kind of taken off, it's been huge. So, that focus wheel is the truth.
Yeah. I think one of the coolest ways I've used it, I used it in terms of motherhood, right? Like just transitioning into becoming a single mother and having to reimagine who I want to be and what I want that to look like for me. And it was really neat, all the things that kind of flowed out. Very much like you guys said, just flowing with feelings and flowing with what felt like the next best step. And some really cool things came up. Like I just wrote motherhood in the middle of it. And then in the spokes, I had things like soft, right? Like I don't want just because there's no husband present that I feel like I have to be the disciplinarian. It's like, no, when my kids think of me, I want them to think of soft and gentle and nurturing and loving, and just putting that in the wheel made it so real for me. And then alternatively, and I'm sure y'all please chime in on this one, because I kind of want to switch lanes to what we've seen it do in the lives of the people that we've coached. And one example that stands out to me is we had a nurse in one of the cohorts. She had been nursing for decades. And for her, she thought real estate was just like the way. That was just the way that she was going to go. Her husband said that's what they were going to do. And she was just dead set on real estate. And after doing the focus wheel, well, that didn't even feel good to her. It's not really what she wanted to do. And then we ended up being able to really coach her into it. I think it wasn't me in this conversation, it was one of you guys, but coaching her into what really felt good, which was just consulting other nurse managers and offering that kind of support, and just seeing that switch go off but seeing a light bulb begin to shine for me was one of the best moments I've had so far in all of these cohorts. How about you guys? You guys have any that stood out?
Yeah, I think that was a great moment. I think speaking of nurses, there was another nurse who she wasn't exactly sure of the direction she wanted to take it. And then we kind of, I'm not sure who it was either, but somebody kind of directed her in the direction of, maternity consulting and kind of things of that nature. So to see that was pretty cool too.
That's who I was thinking about. And I think what's cool about the focus wheel is that you can do a bunch of different focus wheels. Like you can do it for different parts of your life that's important. And really, like Ashley said, get in a lot of detail and let things come out about that specific topic. It does what its name is. It allows you to really focus on that part and put out all of those details and hash things out. And I think what's cool about it is for those two examples, but I think for other people too, and even myself, in terms of what I need to focus on right now, it's been helpful to switch up the direction you're going. Like, what's been really cool about Millionaire Mindset is people come in with an idea of where they're going and what they're doing and what they're passionate about. And after the 14 days, they're like, my natural strengths are this, and I'm going this way, and I'm going to do what feels good. And that's the most profitable thing for me. And that has been cool to see. And I think a lot of those stories come from this exercise.
Wait, look, Ryan took my first one, but then the GOAT of all time, our most prolific spiritual coach, who, that wheel changed her life.
Yes.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
When I helped her see the vision, because she thought it was just lazy stuff. Like, nah, baby, this ain't lazy stuff. Every single one of these is business.
Yes.
Well, look, before we pop off of here, we so rude. We didn't even introduce ourselves. We just got right into it.
They know us.
I know, right? Y'all know what it is. Read the description. I'll kick it off. I'm Ashley Jackson, M.Ed, Ashley Lorraine, M.Ed. And I am the founder of the MMAC, Millionaire Mindset Accountability Club. And this is my absolute passion. It's what I do anyway. I didn't even dream of it becoming anything like it is becoming. And so this group really focuses on 5 primary pillars: just focus, organization, discipline, consistency, and immediate execution. And as someone who's made millions and lost millions and is on the road to making millions again, I can tell you, if you apply those 5 pillars to anything that you are doing, you are guaranteed success. There's no way you can't be successful unless you just really just try not to. So that's me in a nutshell. Who's next?
Anybody? All right,
ahead,
Danielle. All right, Danielle MacArthur. Still getting used to saying that, honestly. But I am the resident business coach of Millionaire Mindset Accountability Club. I love just sharing ideas and helping people really lock in what they're good at and what comes natural, because there is truth in your turning passion into profit. So that's something I believe in strongly, where it's like you should not hate working or hate your business or just get stuck. Like, when you do something that comes easy, it just flows. So me in a nutshell.
Yeah. I'm Taylor Rufus. I am the resident life coach, which can be a lot of different things: family, general, spiritual. If I notice you start to go in the direction of business or in the direction of finance, I hand you off to one of our specialized coaches in the group. But that is essentially what I am here for, just that life coaching piece of this group.
And I'm Ryan Collins. I'm, I guess, the resident financial coach or personal financial assistant around here. So I tend to dabble with that. And like Taylor said, if it comes to anything else, I can help you out. But I'm primarily going to pass you off to them because they're great.
That's so funny. Y'all have like names of your coaching. What am I?
You're the leader.
Like have a something.
You're the accountability model. Remember, you are the model.
Yes. The GOAT ambassador.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Me gusta. All right, we are going to hop off. We have our 7 o'clock check-in, and we already have some members showing up. But listen, if you guys are interested in hearing more about what we do and how we do it, we would love for you to join us. Just visit mmac.teachable.com to sign up. You can also find us on social media, the Millionaire Mindset Accountability Club. All of us have social media, and all of us will be more than happy to have a conversation with you. We hope to see you soon. We start every Monday at 4:30 a.m.